different to other people's. I have a mom, and she's super kind, caring, and just generally amazing. My mom is different to the other moms because she doesn't have just one husband. Instead, she has two. Well, they aren't actually married because it's illegal to marry more than one person, but my mom and my two dads had a blessing ceremony, so they class themselves as married. I love my mom and my two dads, as they're all great people and have always been there for me. I also have 3 siblings. Angel is 17, Brad is 11, and Jojo is 9. You're probably wondering how my mom ended up with 2 husbands. Firstly, it was just her and Dad Michael, or Dad M as I call him. They were childhood sweethearts, and apparently they were pretty inseparable. Then, Dad M got the chance to go and study abroad for a year. At first, he wasn't sure if he should go and leave, but in the end, they both decided that he shouldn't waste this opportunity. While Dad M was away, Mom felt really lonely, so she joined some clubs to keep her busy. It was at a dancing class that she first met Dad Steven. I call him Dad S. Mom found herself falling for S, but she also still loved M. She was really confused and didn't know what to do. She ran up M and told him how she felt about him and S. She thought he'd freak out, but instead, he was oddly cool about it. He told her to follow her heart and that they'd figure it out when he got back. So, Mom started seeing S, and she started to develop strong feelings for him. When M got back, she realized that she still loved him too. Neither of them wanted to lose her, so that's how my mom ended up in a relationship with both of them. Crazy, right? My friends think my family life is strange. I prefer to go to their houses for sleepovers as I find it awkward when they come to mine. I have the added annoyance of having to share a room with Angel, who is always on the phone talking since she's the gossip queen. My friends end up asking me loads of weird questions about my parents, such as, which of your dads does your mom share a bed with? And do your dads love each other too? I just want to be able to have my friends over without them gawping at my family like we're 3-headed creatures or something. I suppose I can't really blame them, as I know that my mom having 2 husbands is unusual. My mom doesn't have a set arrangement for which of my dad's rooms she sleeps in. She just picks whichever. Both of my dads care about each other, but they don't share romantic feelings for each other. They get on great as friends, though, and often go and play golf together. Some people find it hard to accept that my mom has 2 husbands. My mom doesn't talk to her parents anymore, and I haven't seen them in years. They tried, but they just couldn't come around to how my mom lived. They always made snide comments and made my mom feel bad. She got to the point where she'd had enough, so she asked them to stop making the mean remarks and accept the way she chose to live her life. They haven't spoken to my mom since, and that was almost 10 years ago. My mom gets really sad about it sometimes, but she says that she wouldn't change how she lives her life for anyone. Dad S's mom is more understanding. She comes around once a week with yummy cakes and talks about her knitting club. Dad M's parents live in Australia, but we have a family video chat with them once a month. It's not always been easy. We're used to getting odd looks from our neighbors, and people whisper to each other when they see us all out. Dad S once got in a pretty heated argument with a man out with his girlfriend, as he loudly commented, "I bet those kids are some random mans. She clearly sleeps around." Strangers, kids from school, and even my friends may all make mean comments at times, but none of these bother me that much anymore. I have an amazing, strong family who are always there for me. So what if they aren't your standard conventional family? So, I know there's one question that you're probably wondering about. Do I know which one of my dads is my actual dad? I don't. None of us do. They're both my dads, so I'd rather not know for sure which one is actually my dad. This doesn't mean I haven't thought about it. I have the same hair color as Dad S, but then I have Dad M's sense of humor. They're both my dads, and even though this makes parent evenings and other situations super awkward, I wouldn't change them for anything. My family isn't ordinary, but they're still my family, and I love them all. Thanks for listening to my story.